Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something really special. We're going to explore a deeply profound, totally universal, yet somehow largely nameless emotion that almost every single human being experiences at some point in their lives. You know the one? It's that feeling that just sneaks up on you, quietly hijacking your thoughts and leaving this undeniable mark on your day. Well, we are going to give that feeling a name, and more importantly, we're going to understand exactly why it happens. So I want you to really think about this for a second. Have you ever felt homesick without actually wanting to go home? And I don't mean missing your current house or your city. I mean missing something you can't quite put your finger on. Maybe it just hit you out of nowhere while flipping through a box of old photos. Maybe it washed over you with that very specific smell of rain hitting the concrete on a hot summer afternoon. Or, maybe it just appeared when an old song you literally haven't heard in years suddenly came on the radio. Section 1, the ache without a gnome. For a fleeting moment in those situations, you are completely transported. It's like you're instantly taken to a different time, experiencing the world as a completely different version of yourself. And then, just as quickly as it arrived, poof, the feeling is gone. But it leaves behind this strange, lingering ache, right? This unexplained emptiness. It's this deep-seated sense that something incredibly important has been lost, but you just don't know exactly what it is. And honestly, most languages totally lack a word for this specific feeling. In English, we try our best. We use words like nostalgia or homesickness or longing, but actually, scratch that, none of those words reach deep enough, because this isn't just about missing a spot on a map. The Welsh language, though, has this absolutely beautiful, heartbreaking word for it, Hiraeth. It roughly translates to missing a place that no longer exists, or perhaps never existed in the exact way you remember it. And trust me, once you understand Hiraeth, you're going to understand something really fundamental about yourself. Section 2, Homesickness versus Hiraeth. Okay, let's break down the profound difference between simply missing a physical place and the much deeper, way more complex ache of Hiraeth. A lot of people mistakenly translate Hiraeth as just basic homesickness, but doing that completely misses the entire point of the emotion. Think about it. Homesickness has a super simple solution. You go home. Boom, problem solved, the ache goes away. Hiraeth is a whole different ballgame because the place, time, or feeling you're longing for literally cannot be reached. You could return to the exact same street, the exact same school, your old childhood bedroom. The buildings are all still standing, the roads are the same, but the feeling, it's completely gone. Because what you're truly missing wasn't the geography, it was the moment, the atmosphere. Picture this, you go back to your childhood home after 20 long years. You walk through those familiar rooms, you run your hand along the familiar walls, and yet, instead of the warm comfort you were expecting, you just feel grief. And it's not because the house changed, it's because you changed. The absolute core realization of Hiraeth is right here. The child who once called that place home is gone. And literally no amount of travel, no expensive plane ticket, no epic road trip can ever bring them back. You start to realize that some homes exist exclusively in your memory. Section 3, Why Memory Lies. So you might be wondering, why does this memory of home feel so impossibly perfect? And why does it hurt so much that we can't reach it? Well, to get that, we have to understand why our memory kind of lies to us. We love to think of our memories as these perfect recording devices, right? Like a flawless, objective video archive of our past that we can just hit rewind and play back. But memory is definitely not a camera. It's a storyteller. And as a storyteller, every single year, it actively edits and rewrites your past. It actually transforms reality into mythology in 3 pretty distinct steps. First off, all those painful, annoying, or just plain boring details, they slowly fade away. Step 2, the beautiful details get artificially dialed up. They get way brighter. And step 3, perfectly ordinary moments suddenly become magical. Look, that summer wasn't actually perfect. Those friendships definitely weren't flawless. But your memory smooths out all those rough edges, essentially building a place in your mind that never truly existed in reality. You aren't remembering a location, you're remembering a highly edited feeling. Section 4, Mourning Your Past Self. There's a deeply personal loss hidden inside all of this. And here's the part that almost nobody talks about. Sometimes the place you're missing isn't a place at all. Sometimes it's you. Let's take a second and think about who you were 10 years ago. Maybe you were a bit more hopeful, a little more innocent, maybe even fearless. Now think of 5 years ago. Maybe you were a dreamer, looking out at this endless future, well before life had a chance to throw some disappointments your way. And now look at today. The truth is, every single stage of life requires a previous version of ourselves to completely disappear. The teenager has to become the adult, the dreamer becomes the realist, the child becomes the memory. It's wild because we spend years, sometimes decades, mourning the people who leave our lives. We hold ceremonies for them, we share stories about them, but we so rarely mourn the versions of ourselves we've left behind. When you feel Hiraeth, you're basically feeling the echo of your past selves. It's a little tap on the shoulder reminding you that those past versions of you, the ones who lived through those faded, magical summers, they deserve some remembrance and mourning too. Section 5. The secret inside the sadness. Okay, I know. At first glance, everything we've talked about makes Hiraeth sound incredibly tragic. It sounds like this permanent longing, an incurable wound you just have to lug around forever. But if we reframe this, there's actually a profound secret hidden right inside that sadness, something really incredibly beautiful. Think about it. If you miss something this much, it means it genuinely mattered. If a memory can still physically move you, years or even decades later, it means it left a permanent mark on your soul. The ache is the proof. It's proof that you loved deeply. It's proof that you belonged somewhere with someone. It's proof that you truly lived. The whole purpose of those beautiful, fleeting moments was never for them to last forever. Their purpose was simply to change you. You know, some folks spend their entire lives trying to forcefully rewind the clock, trying to rebuild something that's already vanished. But the answer isn't to go backward. The real answer is gratitude. It's about looking at those totally unreachable memories and responding simply, thank you for existing. Thank you for shaping me. Thank you for teaching me what home felt like, even if it was only for a little while. The past isn't calling you back. It's simply reminding you that it happened. So the really crucial point here is how we move forward. Healing from this ache absolutely doesn't mean forgetting your past. And it definitely doesn't mean hopelessly trying to claw your way back to it. It means carrying it. You carry the beauty forward without letting it trap you. You carry the memory without trying to move back into it. You carry the home within you, even when the physical road back is completely gone. All those moments, they become a part of you, not just something left in your rearview mirror. All right, so now you've got a name for that strange, beautiful ache, Hiraeth. But understanding Hiraeth actually leaves us with another totally fascinating concept. What if longing isn't always directed toward the past? What if, hear me out, you're longing for a place you've never actually seen, or a life you haven't even touched yet? Well, the Germans actually have a word for this exact opposite feeling, Sehnsucht. It's a deep longing for something distant, totally unknown, and almost impossible to reach, out there in the future. And that pretty much wraps things up for today's explainer. But wow, does it open a massive door for our next journey. What if we, as humans, are just forever drawn toward horizons we can never fully grasp, both behind us and ahead of us? Well, until we unpack Sehnsucht in our next explainer, I really want to hear from you. Drop down in the comments and tell me, what specific memory, place, or chapter of your life brings you the absolute strongest feeling of Hiraeth? Thank you so much for learning with me today, and hey, keep carrying those beautiful memories forward.